And here we go. Another exciting episode of AHH WF. That's because your headphones are unplugged.
Oh, great.
Here you go.
Oh, they came up. Oh, I see it.
But now you have audio in your headphone. Hopefully the nice people at home can hear audio in their headphones. And we are here and ready to celebrate. Right?
I think so. I think much like last week, it'll be an exciting episode of AHW. Plenty of cause for celebration, although maybe not for every member of the roster. You know, sometimes the unfortunate side of wrestling is that not everyone can win. You know, so sometimes like watching sports, you just want everyone to win. You can't.
That's a good point. But speaking of winners and losers, Christopher,
Yeah.
we're about to have a very decisive winning and losing here at our opening match of the night.
Yeah, this has been building up for a little while now. Although time is of no substance for the Teenage Mutant Eldritch Gods. I'm sure it passes a little bit differently for the likes of them, but for us humans, for us regulars, it's been, I don't know, probably about a month now, right? We had like a miniature tournament last month where Goku and SpongeBob came out on top when Goku needed a new partner after Vegeta became kind of a dick again. And they ended up getting through some pretty qualified teams to make it here, and now they're going to challenge the Gods for the Movie Club Tag Team Championships. Now you notice here, the Turtles are putting in what I might get killed for saying is their B Squad.
Their B Squad?
Yeah, I mean, I think all four of them are pretty equally deadly, and I'm positive I'm going to get proven wrong here in a minute, but I do think that most of their matches they've won have been when Leonardo and Donatello were in the ring, so we're going to see how it pays off for them. And their strategy tonight was to put the two lesser used members of the faction into the ring against the number one contenders of Spirit Bomb.
And the haunting Teenage Mutant Eldritch Turtles making their way to the ring. What do you have to say about that, Chris?
I have to say...
Do you have anything you have to say about the TMET, or has it all been said?
I think, you know, I hope the day never comes that we learn what's inside that urn, because rumors have floated around that it might be the remains of Core Master Splinter. I think Burge for a time feared that there might be the remains of their horsewife in that urn. I personally, I lost track of my cell phone earlier, and I'm kind of scared they got that in there, because who knows what could happen.
Ooh, identity theft.
Yeah, see, the Turtles
often
stoop to identity
You know
theft.
you're nefarious when on the low end of the crimes you commit is identity theft.
That's true. Yeah, you honestly, that's the best you can hope for. It's like, please steal my identity.
Please don't do anything worse.
Let me off light. But, yeah, we'll see how determined they are to prove me wrong tonight after I called them the B team. And notice here something else that's different about tonight is that Michelangelo did not have his separate Usos entrance. I think he's kind of back on the same page after maybe they got taken by surprise with that loss to the Impractical Jokers last week. He's like, all right, now I gotta like recommit to the bit.
Being more of a team player tonight.
And speaking of team players, their first entrance together as a unit, Goku and SpongeBob doing the old Gogeta entrance, Ben, with SpongeBob taking the place of Vegeta. That's an interesting sight to behold.
Yeah, do you think, did Goku get Vegeta to sign off on that?
I think Vegeta probably couldn't be bothered right now. He's looking forward to our main event tonight, where he's getting his second and probably final shot at his son for the men's championship.
Well, that's quite amazing. So is this like like one of our bigger shows, or is this just a regular AHHWF?
It's just a regular AHHWF, Ben, but this month we've been packing these shows full of premium content.
Well, I guess.
Premium wrestling action. There were 2 title matches last week, and by golly, there will be 2 title matches tonight, including our opener here with the Tag Team Championships right on the line.
Yeah, always excited to come out swinging here on an AHHWF with a title match right off the bat.
And that's what Goku and SpongeBob are going to have to do right now. They're going to have to come out swinging, because these turtles, the longer you're in there with, the more chance they decide, you know what, we've had it with the rules and confines of a wrestling match. We're just going to rain down the lightning. Here we go. Movie Club Tag Team Championships on the line on this fine Thursday evening, which I hope reaches all of you well. Coworker Brian holding those belts aloft. You know, I heard that I might get a chance to meet Coworker Brian in person soon. That would delight me.
Well, you know, Chris, sometimes you just need to come off your ivory tower and come down out of the commentator booth and, just come say hi to him every once in a while.
You know, Ben, here's a thought. No. And, Goku...
You know, I often go out and have conversations with people in the locker room, like I often share here on air.
I was a wrestler. We ignore referees like the plague. Goku started out the match in interesting fashion, indeed coming out swinging with... He had Raphael up on his shoulders, then dropped down and kicked him in the side of the head, but Raphael, not taking too kindly to that, I don't think any of us would, but responding with a fall-away slam that leaves the Saiyan laying prone there for a surprising amount of time, considering this thing just got started. You forget sometimes, I think sometimes the Turtles hold back the true extent of their power, because otherwise there might just be smears of other wrestlers on the ground. What is this?
Well,
we have not seen them do that before. Busting out the brand new tag team entrance and the new tag team, maneuvers?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, SpongeBob looking to claim his first title here in AHHWF.
That's true. He's new to the gold, whereas Goku, this will be his if they win tonight, it will be his second reign as Movie Club Tag Team Champions. The Turtles beating him and Vegeta for them a couple months ago in a big fatal 4-way tag match at the Big Show.
Interesting thing I just realized too is Goku will be the first wrestler to hold the tag titles with with 2 different partners.
Yes, I for one can't wait till we get further and further into the run of this show to where we can start going like NBA level on the stats. And it's like, ooh, SpongeBob's the first person to win on a Thursday with 3 seconds remaining in a time limit match.
Well, we need a much more dedicated statistician than me just going, I remember stuff.
I don't know. I think we can do it. Ooh, that blow looked low, as they say. I think Raphael might have taken a shot below SpongeBob's perfectly adjusted belt with that right hand. And taking advantage of the cheap opportunity set up for himself by breaking the rules to break the rules again, kind of. And drop SpongeBob, throw it first on the ropes, but not enough to keep that porous, happy fellow down for long. He truly is the spirit half of Spirit Bomb.
And here comes the bomb half of Spirit.
Oh! Yeah, another new move, mixing it up tonight.
But SpongeBob dropping that knee bomb on the face there.
Yeah, and Michelangelo coming in ready to party, firing up on Goku. You know, I heard that, all 4 of these turtles, they lost parts of their personality that they were known and loved for as the Ninja Turtles when they became Eldritch gods. But there's a little bit more in Michelangelo than there is in the rest of them, as you can tell by the fun entrance that he occasionally has. So, I've heard murmurs backstage that the rest of the Turtles are motivating Michelangelo much the same way my dad used to motivate me when I played soccer as a kid, in that if Michelangelo fights well tonight, they will get him a pizza. Now, in my day, it was, if you try it all in your soccer game, I'll buy you a Pokemon game. But all I'm saying is that in my experience...
A full Pokemon game?
Yes.
You just tried?
Yes. In my experience, that kind of motivation can work wonders for a normally more happy-go-lucky competitor.
Yeah, now as you're well known for being on the men's national team for soccer.
Look, I busted my ass in that game, and that's all I had to do.
God, I wanted you, Pokemon Yellow, and that was it.
So we'll see if the promise of pizza will bring the championships home with the Turtles. But Goku doing his darndest to prevent that from happening. Just smack in the face of Michelangelo from every direction. Which I would do if I had the guts, but I sure don't. My arms are not long enough to box with that particular god.
Goku and SpongeBob discussing a game plan, it seems, here right now.
Oh, the game plan was for Goku to fire up a Kamehameha, but he was grabbed too quickly. Don't you just hate that, Ben, when you're charging up a key attack and someone just grabs you before you can fire it off?
Oh yeah, it's often the worst part of my day.
I think so too. You know, nothing changes the mood like a failed Kamehameha attempt.
I was trying to figure out a
we've already get right. Michelangelo has that Kamehameha scouted in ways that no one's apparently thought of before, which is to just grab him.
I've been trying to think of a good way to shorten the word mood, like we do maneuver. It's not really coming to me.
Goku desperately trying to go for the Kamehameha.
I wonder if Goku's just continually charging up.
That could be.
Is that what's just like when you're playing like Dragon Ball Fighter Z and you just kind of like keep every chance you get, you build up a little more energy kind of thing?
Well, that's the thing that reminds me of Dragon Ball Fighters. Is like I am not known for being the best player in the world because sometimes I'll get really set on like I want to do this particular move, and no matter how many times they keep stopping me, I just keep trying for it, and that could prove to bite Goku here in the tail stump if he doesn't mix up the strategy. Because clearly Michelangelo's not going to let that happen.
And how many Pokemon games do you get for just trying at Dragon Ball's games?
0, unfortunately. They've yet to release that DLC bundle. Talking over again, Goku. And yep, Michelangelo is literally Kamehameha proof at this point in the match. And just...
Brian, come on. I mean, that can't be a legal maneuver.
He's stomping on his trapezius muscles.
Ooh,
there you go, yeah.
Look at that.
Anatomy. Michelangelo twisted up. Oh no, what is this? Oof.
Oh, is the Saiyan out cold here?
Oh, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob trying to break up the pin, accidentally breaking up Brian.
And unlike most people in this wrestling promotion, you could tell that was an accident that he hit Brian because he threw a little bit of a frustration fit after doing it and then broke up the pin like he meant to the first time. Big kick from Goku. Another one. This could create the space he needs.
Oh, Goku going up to the top rope.
Raphael's right there.
Getting a quick cheap shot in while Brian was still dazed.
Raphael.
Oh, but it's
Brian,
Brian,
come on.
Brian.
Who put you in the ref
stool? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Spirit Bomb.
Goku and SpongeBob are champs.
Spirit Bomb have won the championships multiple times over there. If Brian only knew what got him pin, but there's the big Kamehameha. He finally hits into Michelangelo's little shell chest. Roll him over. This time a proper recognized pain, and Raphael breaks it up. Brian, we gotta pull you aside backstage. We gotta have a come to Brian moment. Goku secretly wants to fuse with SpongeBob. That might not be a half bad idea, but I don't think they can win the tag team championships as a single competitor. Clothesline. Goku building up momentum on Michelangelo. Raphael trying to cut him off, and he does with a shoulder tackle, knocking Goku back over his shoulder.
I mean, Brian needs to get the control into the match here again.
He's got to recognize that he can't just sit there and pull up his pants. These turtles are going to run roughshod over him. They don't respect you, Brian.
Oh. Michelangelo's been spending a lot of time here in the ring.
Yeah, and the long game, as always, favors the Saiyans, who get longer every time they get beat up. They get longer, they get stronger.
And Goku's getting longer.
His whole body's Pinocchio. Goku lies and tells Gohan he's going to be home for dinner, and he just gets super tall.
I was thinking every time he lies, he gets stronger.
Oh. He's too dumb to use that to his advantage. He just told you.
Now Michelangelo getting the pin, maybe?
Choosing to tag in Raphael, which...
Or getting the tag? Yeah, sorry. It's been a wild match. I'm having trouble keeping track of everything.
Yeah, I'm just
SpongeBob versus Raphael. Now we're getting a little bit of change into the guard here.
Ooh, Indiana solo shout out.
Yeah, you know, I like cultural references.
Raphael slamming SpongeBob into the corner, and SpongeBob arm dragging Raphael into the same corner, and then booting him in the face while he was recovering.
Hey, SpongeBob.
Lighten up, showing him how we do it down in Bikini Bottom. Here we go, off the ropes, knocking Michelangelo to the floor, and a big single leg dropkick to the mush of Raphael. If there was a face there, that surely would have hurt. I'm sure it still hurts to get hit in your featureless face or in your head, but like...
Yeah, I mean, how does that work?
I think any part of your body that gets a flying boot in it probably doesn't feel too good, but
Yeah.
I think you are safe from the pains of getting your nose and mouth smashed in. Here we go. Rough Rider and SpongeBob on the bottom of that martini glass.
Can SpongeBob get the pin here? Michelangelo feeling a little dazed on the outside.
SpongeBob ramming his back into him. Might pay off here. And they did it!
Spirit Bomb, the new tag champions. Goku, a 2-time tag champion with 2 different partners. Big win for Goku, big win for SpongeBob, big win for Spirit Bomb. The TMET go down.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I'm maybe vindicated in saying might be the B team. You know, they are quite the tag team. They are quite the wrestlers. But you know, maybe Leonardo and Donatello have the clutch gene. Maybe these two don't. Maybe you can't just bribe someone with Pokemon games and pizza if you want them to win tag team championships.
And I mean, SpongeBob, I think, was the MVP of this title
Absolutely.
match. I mean, Goku, great showing, but SpongeBob brought a whole different level to his in-ring ability here in this match. Really stepped his game up.
Absolutely, I think the whole team stepped their game up. They're deciding to become more of an official team with the entrance and new tag team moves. And now they got new tag team belts to show that it paid off. SpongeBob, first-time champion. Goku, a 2-time champion. And I, for one, count this as a win for all of us here in the elementary school gymatorium because we no longer have evil turtle gods holding one of our most prestigious championships.
That is a good point.
We have 2 positive friends.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's got that same kind of feeling when Love Type won the belts for the first time. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's just it's got like. There's like you said, there's a lot of positive energy right now.
Which we could use in an era of this show where Wario and Samus are clearly here to stay with their titles.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that evil can't reign forever. It can't reign all the time. You seen the crow, right?
Yeah, I was trying to think of
say-
another Rain reference, but as anybody who was just watching could see that dead stare in my eyes, there was not a single Rain reference that was coming to me
Well, you know what,
at
Ben?
the moment.
You know what's gonna wake you right up?
Love, Rain, or Me. That was the best I could come up with. It doesn't make any sense. Love Type, or the Rain, or Spirit Bomb.
Well, this is a match we could have saved for.
I want to
rainy
know
day.
if you ever seen the Rain.
God damn it! Quit stepping on my segues. I want to know, Ben, if you've ever seen a Fatal 4-Way match quite like this, because this is a match, like I said, we could have saved for a rainy day. We're not, because we are jam-packing these broadcasts in the week of June. And this right here is going to be very, very special, very, very fun, very, very cool, because
A lot of berries.
Oh, exactly. We are promoting the King of Summer tournament, which is happening next week, our next pay-per-view. That all-tournament show to determine the winner to the men's championship, and that will involve 8 very, very special competitors. And so we are taking that bracket of 8, splitting it down the middle, and having 2 Fatal 4-Ways featuring the entrants in that tournament here tonight. So this is going to be a hell of a next couple, I don't know, next hour or so, because those 2 Fatal 4-Ways having back-to-back, then we're going to see all 8 of honestly some of the best that our roster has to offer, tangling up with 4 people that they may or may not be facing down at a different point in the tournament next week with it all on the line. And the first entrant into the first Fatal 4-Way is John Wick, coming off hot after the success of his movie in theaters, and also, you know, his recent addition to this roster. He's one of the newest people in this match, but he's already a beloved fan favorite.
And his opponents, first.
And here's The next entrant.
Speaking of beloved fan favorites, this is not one of them.
Yep, Kylo Ren surviving unemployment by the skin of his pouty teeth after being the lone survivor of Mr. Clean's spring cleaning elimination chamber match last month. Kylo Ren sending 5 other people to their relative dooms as they were all fired, and he got to keep his job. But he didn't just get to keep his job, he also got to keep the clout that comes with surviving and winning that elimination chamber match. And it's funny how a match like that in HHWF, you can go from being on the chopping block to being in a tournament like this, where if you can survive the other stars in that bracket with you, you can become an HHWF champion.
Chopping block to Jenny from the block.
Some might say that. Probably wouldn't be me, but you know, some.
So somebody out there is probably saying that
Like
at some
you.
point.
So it'll be interesting to see how Kylo Ren does. We get to really find out if he truly belongs among this tier of wrestlers. Speaking of top tier wrestlers, the only person in HHWF, to my knowledge, that is undefeated currently, the Penguin.
Yeah, I would say, you know, undefeated where you have to have had a minimum amount of matches.
Sure, yeah.
You know,
There's
I'm
probably
sure
someone that showed up and won their first.
Yeah, there's someone out there who, yeah.
But the Penguin has proved to be consistently unbeatable. And much like Samoa Joe's beloved undefeated streak in TNA in the mid-2000s, who the Penguin reminds me a lot of now that I think about it.
Is Wario undefeated?
He may have been pinned in a tag match at some point, but otherwise I think he is.
Okay.
But,
or was it like a non-title match that he lost, maybe?
That's also, I think that also might be the
Okay,
case. I think he
yeah.
lost to the Big Dog in a non-title match.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
But which caused John Wick's arrival here in the company. But Penguin,
Oh, hey, it all ties together.
there you go.
It's like poetry.
As long as the Penguin is not pinned in this Fatal 4-Way match tonight, he will not lose his undefeated streak. Now, that's kind of made me already putting the bet against him. He could very well just win and straight up keep his undefeated streak. But this competitor is definitely going to be looking to make that difficult for him. The former Judge Bridge champion and my arch nemesis most of the time, Luigi.
Yeah, definitely one of the top competitors in AHHWF here. You know, probably the favorite to win this Fatal 4-Way. And definitely, you know, up there as one of the favorites to win the King of Summer tournament.
Absolutely.
I mean, Luigi is a skyrocketing star. You know, I think it's just a matter of time till they're holding that AHHWF Men's Championship.
I think so too. I think actually, now that you mention it, Luigi's on a similar path to the one that Trunks was on. You know, having a run as a tag team guy, and then having a run as the Judge Bridge champion. He honestly, this could be the beginning of him following in Trunks' footsteps, and it's interesting because normally when that kind of thing plays out, it's kind of with lots of time in between. He's right on Trunks' heels.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely like, you know, a little bit of like a LeBron and KD thing going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're both coming up about the same time, competing to see who can be the top dog, you know?
That's a great call. And John Wick and Luigi both trying to instantly get the upper hand on their opponents. John Wick is quicker to be successful than Luigi. Luigi took 2 tries, but here we go.
Battle Royale veteran Penguin, you know, going for the old faithful, throwing John Wick over the top ropes, but immediately back in the ring and throwing blows at Kylo Ren.
Yeah, flooring
Penguin
Kylo Ren.
is like flying around the ring right now. I didn't know penguins could fly, am I right?
Luigi, also no stranger to the Battle Royale, also looking to get John Wick out of the ring. I think maybe we're seeing from Penguin and Luigi that they maybe take John Wick to be the biggest threat in this match. He can kill people very quickly.
John Wick's definitely got the zeitgeist on his side right now.
That's true. He's probably the most popular member of the match. Penguin shooting the half, trying to pin Kylo. John Wick in there just in case, but didn't need to be there. Ooh, knocking Penguin silly with a roundhouse kick. Knocked him whoopee. One thing that I instantly noticed about this is 3 people clad all in black, and then Luigi, the sole bright spot in this matchup as he poses in the corner.
And now Luigi and Keanu doing stomping a mud hole right now, and then going after the. Oh, but Kylo Ren able to get to his feet. John Wick still in control, doing a little old school wrestling maneuvers there. Kylo not liking it though, and immediately dropping Keanu to the mat there.
Yeah, John Wick utilizing that mobster mutilation.
John Wick, yeah, sorry. I know for a lot of people out there, they don't know that my pet name for John Wick is Keanu.
Oh, like the cat.
Yeah,
that
like
movie.
exactly. Like that's what John Wick and I sat down and we watched that movie, and that was his favorite part of the whole movie.
He does
and so
like
I
animals.
just I kind of lovingly call him Keanu.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
pretty nice. Oh, Luigi set up for the top rope Goomba stomp on John Wick. He's ended a lot of matches with that, but Wick getting to his feet, that's going to prevent him from using the move he wants to. We're going to see what happens from there. And a top rope elbow. Not as critical, but John Wick rolling to the outside, so I'm going to guess that he didn't like how that one felt. Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Who you got? Ooh. Penguin.
Oh, hard rock, classic rock. But yeah, I don't know. I personally, like I said, I talked them up in their entrance. I gotta go with Luigi. I think Luigi's definitely got the momentum on his side right now. I mean, it's in a fatal four-way. Luigi doesn't necessarily need to be involved in the finish. Anything could happen, but I think the safe bet is on Luigi here. As we saw coming down there, dropping the fist on Penguin, going immediately back up to the top rope again, and throwing.
Oh, there it is. I thought he was gonna go for John Wick.
Yeah, it looked like he was swinging at John Wick, but then when Wick moved out of the way, went for the double stomp on Penguin, and now Kylo tossing Luigi onto the apron there, and cold cocking him, sending him to the outside there.
Yeah, Kylo recognizing Luigi's on fire and had to cool him down. John Wick setting up on Penguin. Here we go. Look at this. Rolling it back. Oh, that. Oh, wait. No, Penguin quickly reversing it. Yeah, he knew he had to save himself. Look at him clutching the neck after he got out of that taking that cutter and the Dragon Sleeper.
Kylo Ren was going for a choke slam there, but Luigi out of it, and a giant uppercut to Kylo Ren. Now Penguin with a suplex. Luigi with a DDT.
I think Luigi must have watched that Elimination Chamber match knowing that Kylo, I think, won the match by choke slamming Superman.
Oh, and now John Wick and Luigi.
Ooh. Big pop-up dropkick to the assassin. Baba Yaga not looking too hot, but you never want to count him out either. Kylo Ren crawling to the ropes while Luigi pins Wick.
Oh, Luigi almost got the pin there. They say that Luigi's the man you send to kill Baba Yaga.
Who sent him? Was it Fraser? Did he do it? Does he not like John Wick? Ooh, look at Kylo Ren. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe he does belong here. Oh no. Got John Wick goozled. Choke slam to John Wick.
Not the smartest time to go for a pin there, but Kylo Ren not known for his clever pinning abilities.
No. Ooh!
Oh!
Right into the corner. Penguin is a deadly weapon. I think, the second he got out of Gotham and came to HHWF, he got that much stronger. Wick looks like he wants to put Penguin away. Penguin is exactly the kind of person that John Wick would hate.
Look at Keanu, my friend Keanu here.
Look at that.
The innovative submission maneuvers here.
Into the
1,
pin.
2, and a 3.
Oh, no. I thought it was 3-2.
Kylo just barely able to break it up there. Doing a little sling blade action to John Wick.
Luigi hoisting up Kylo Ren. Quick backbreaker. Penguin crawling around. Yeah, I was saying I think Penguin would be someone that John Wick would hate in particular because he would remind him of his past with all those shady organized criminals.
Oh, of course.
Look at this, Ben! Look at John Wick loosening those guns. Letting Penguin have it. Incredibly quick offense, so quick I couldn't even track it. Big knee to Kylo. I don't think I said who I think is going to win. And earlier I was going to say Penguin, but now I'm saying John Wick.
Penguin? Really?
I mean, that's who I think. And now John Wick applying yet another cutter and a behind the back dragon sleeper. And is Penguin tapping? Penguin tapped out. Penguin
Luigi was throwing
by John
punches.
Wick, but Luigi not taking that result lightly.
Luigi was throwing punches at John Wick, and John Wick was shrugging them off, holding the submission, and got the win. But Luigi, yeah, upset there after the match.
That was a lot to take in there. That we saw John Wick utilize some wild offense on Penguin's already like jaw-dropping. Then he taps out the Penguin while eating punches from Luigi, ending the undefeated streak of the Penguin. Yeah, look at this. This is the kind of thing we'd expect from John Wick in this wrestling ring.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
And then after the match, Luigi's saying, John Wick rolling with Kofi Kingston's friend Momentum into the pay-per-view next week, scoring a win over 3 other competitors in that tournament. I'm thinking, Ben, John Wick is back.
Man, I hope so. I love seeing John Wick compete here. Tell you what.
Tell you what. I tell you what. Did
What
you
do you
like
tell
that?
me?
Was that fun?
Well, you want another one?
You want another one? You want more? Fine. Yeah, you get another one. Yeah, what do we care?
Yeah. What, you think we got a shortage on wrestlers?
You think Fatal 4-Ways grow on trees? They do! Let's pick a nice one off the branches right now!
I'll head out back to the Fatal 4-Way tree.
Don't mind me if I take a bite of this nice Fatal 4-Way. Because we got up here next, Ben, we got the Beast. We got Mr. Clean, we got Android 17, and we got Shaggy. Who else would give you a match
This is like, all right, the last match, great.
Yes.
Had a lot of really fun competitors.
That last match was my godfather.
But, yeah, that last match was the father of my children.
Yeah.
But this match, I mean, marquee matchup. This is like a big show main event right here.
Honestly, we could have probably gotten your Patreon money just off saying the words, hey, Shaggy and Mr. Clean in the ring together for the first time. But no, this whole thing's free on YouTube.com.
YouTube.com/AlienHappyHour.
Who would have thought it? That we just do this for you. We're doing it for you.
So anyway, but yeah, so just another preview of next week's King of Summer tournament. And yeah, a serious marquee matchup. Let us go live now down to the entrance.
There we go. Former men's champion and current mean person, Mr. Clean. Ben, what kind of person does it take to be given like your free reign about what kind of pay-per-view you want to have named after you? And Mr. Clean's like, I want one where 5 people will lose their jobs.
I mean, that's pretty evil.
There's kind of a constant neck and neck competition for who's the worst person in this wrestling promotion. But Mr. Clean might have it just for that. You know, say what you will about Wario and Samus, but they're not trying to, like, starve anyone's families. They're not trying to take bread off people's tables, which sounds very good right now.
A little bread?
Yeah.
It's a nice little, like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
You break that up, dip it in a little soup or something.
Yeah, see, I only took one bite out of that Fatal 4-Way off the Fatal 4-Way tree, and, you know, it didn't quite sate my hunger. Which, luckily, we got some more action coming up tonight that could do the trick, but bread's also good.
And his opponent, first, from the future, weighing in at 640 pounds, the Machine.
And here we go, Android 17. Looking out into the audience, stepping off that big bikey. And now that guy is tough. He has had quite the run in 2019. Was he here last year? Yeah, he was, because he defeated The Undertaker and retired him. That's right.
One of the biggest moments in AHWF history.
You know, sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, you know?
Yeah.
Things are,
Sometimes you can't see the Undertakers through the graveyard, you know?
It's true. But 17 to rest on those laurels and yannies forever. defeating The Undertaker, which some people were just like, yeah, I did that, now I can just stop. I just hang out in Canada for the rest of my career and go down as a legend. But 17, having an iconic feud with Todd Howard this year, the famous game developer, over the rights to Android 16's life and not to be Skyrim. And 17 also saving himself from becoming Skyrim. And I think the powers that be, I think everyone in this match, there was kind of some reason to be like, I've been watching you, how you've been handling some of these ranks, and I think you deserve an opportunity to get in there and mix it up and maybe come out of this with a title shot. And 17 definitely earned that.
Well, and 17 versus Trunks, if everything plays out the way 17 wants, I mean, that could be a great title match.
Yeah, I mean, 17 is a much chiller, better person now than he used to be, but he did some awful things to Trunks and Trunks' timeline, so that might be a match that gets heated real quick if that ends up being how this goes.
Now, the competitor here that probably has the most roller coaster of a career.
Yes.
Beast. I mean, has had many ups and downs, is currently trending up, and, maybe it's like getting hot at the right time, going into the King of Summer tournament, and could come away with a title shot, and we could get Beast versus Trunks, which is a matchup we haven't seen since Trunks won the Judge Burge title. Right?
I don't know if we've ever seen. I don't think we've ever seen a one-on-one.
Oh, Trunks
match.
went off Luigi.
Trunks went off of Mario.
Trunks went off of Mario.
Mario beat Beast, and then Trunks beat Mario. Luigi beat Trunks.
Luigi beat Trunks.
Avenging his brother, which I don't think we've ever realized till now.
Yes. We have a lot of history here at AHHWF,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's a little difficult to keep track of.
You can go back and look at all that too, by the way, on youtube.com/Happy Hour. I have neat little playlists for AHHWF 2018 and 2019. You can watch any of those old shows and see what the hell we're talking about. And Beast, is an interesting case, Ben, because normally when there's a competitor I don't like personally, or I don't like the way they carry themselves in the ring or otherwise, they kind of have to change their behavior to earn my rooting for them. I don't know that Beast has made any improvements to his personality, but I've just been pulling for him because he had such a hard year, and I like seeing people pull themselves up and turn things around for themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of hard not to root for the Beast at this point in the year. But someone who no one will have any trouble rooting for, our former hardcore champion, and always our fan favorite, Shaggy Rogers.
Yeah, one of the most popular wrestlers here in AHHWF since the early days, former hardcore champ, and looking to take the next step and become the AHHWF men's champion.
I think of everyone in this tournament, Shaggy Rogers has the most to prove. He is someone who had an incredible run as the hardcore champion, but once he lost it to Wario, it's been all losses ever since. Now granted, some of those were very close losses. He was in the final two of the Rumble Pack match, but end of the day, win-loss column, it's been a rough year for Shaggy, and I think some doubters have started to creep in to the conversation, and I think people are starting to say, look, if Shaggy can't become men's champion, maybe all he was ever slated to be was a hardcore champion.
Well, we'll see. This will be Shaggy competing against some of the best this company's seen, and it'll be a really good opportunity to prove some people wrong. But right now, not looking great for Shaggy as 17 is in control on the outside of the ring. Mr. Clean, on the other hand, going after Beast.
17 knowing exactly who the most experienced member of this roster is right now, and trying to take Shaggy out with that complete shot on the floor. Although Beast actually has been around for... Beast actually might have been a lot longer than Shaggy. They're very close in terms of tenure in this company.
Yeah. They both came in about the same time.
But to your point earlier, I think that anyone, Shaggy or otherwise, that makes it through the King of Summer tournament is already like bona fide Hall of Fame material. Like, you have to take that person seriously if they can beat the other 7 in that lineup, and then especially if you can beat Trunks, who has just been like beyond a Super Saiyan God lately, holding the men's championship. If anyone can get through the King of Summer tournament and beat Trunks, no one can question their heart.
Beast leaving Mr. Clean there out on the ramp and coming out to drop 17 on the stairs. That's not a sound that you want to hear your body making.
Absolutely not. And I think Beast is doing what we'd all like to do with Mr. Clean, which is just send him as far away from the ring as possible.
Ooh!
Big clothesline laying out Clean as 17 falls to the floor.
Shaggy throwing those blows, but Beast to a knee.
Sending him to a knee. That's a good sign for the former hardcore champ. Oh! Beast dodged one kick and then ate another one in the back of the head.
Shaggy's strikes are looking clean tonight.
Shaggy landed on thick to Beast. He's just got to stay on top of him.
And just going after Beast right now. The like ruthless aggression right now. Oh! God, Shaggy is feeling it right now.
Shaggy flex to Beast while Clean lays out 17. Who you got?
Ooh, man, this is a incredibly tough one. But just because I like to pander to the fans at home, Shaggy, right? Like, let's go.
17's pinning your pick, Ben. And
I got really nervous there. I thought I just did like the alien happy hour curse, where like as soon as you pick you say something good about someone, they immediately start doing bad.
I'm gonna go. I hate to do it. I think I'm gonna go Mr. Clean. I think he's a former champ for a reason. He's the only person in this ring who has been there before in terms of the men's championship, and I think he's also got a fair amount to prove after losing the championship to Weird Al, and then Al being gone for a while. Maybe he sees this as his chance to get back in there. Get his title back. 17
Clean and Beast going at each other here on the outside. That's those three alone. Shaggy kind of gathering himself right now. This is a really good opportunity for Shaggy. With all the competitors on the outside, Shaggy can kind of like catch his breath, get ready to like really go at here.
Not for long. And just like you said, once you say something like that, Mr. Clean goes after the fan favorite.
It's like Mr. Clean heard what I was saying. It was like, oh, that's a good point.
He is the kind of person that'd be like, you know what, Ben? I'm sure you are happy about that. Let me ruin it real quick.
Oh, Shaggy ducking the punch from Beast.
17 firing up after he suplexes the former world champion. Raggy plucks the Beast again. Both Shaggy and Mr. Clean making light of Beast's size advantage.
And now going for the pin. 17 and Clean. Oh, they were focused on each other, but Mr. Clean realized the situation and dived towards the pin.
Big back badge up from Beast to 17.
Now Clean trying to take advantage of the distraction.
Corey Bryan getting down into a triple threat position for this fatal four-way. Oh, Shaggy went for that scoop Shasa, but he missed, and Clean takes advantage of the back elbow. Chris Jericho's using a back elbow as a finish these days?
Huh. What an odd world we live in.
Yeah, that Jericho, what can't he get over? Actually, probably his like middle-aged man pro makeup. He probably can't.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Ooh, Shaggy not looking good. His arm just kind of dangling in the wind after that attack from 17. Setting up, I'm sure you while Beast pulls Mr. Clean up. Oh my god!
Oh!
Lobbing Clean as 17 hits the curb stop.
Mr. Clean was like 10 feet in the air there and then just face planted on the mat.
Oh no, what is this? Beast set up 17. Big power bomb. As what did Mr. Clean just hit on Shaggy? Was that the pay dirt?
Oh, now 17 on the outside. Beast has Mr. Clean and Shaggy down.
Beast in position to prove all the naysayers wrong.
This could be Beast's chance to win this.
Oh, we're to punt Clean's head off, but Clean roll out of the way. Big clothesline to Beast.
Clean Shaggy crawling to the ropes, trying to get up.
Clean holding onto that rope.
Shaggy, stop it, Mr.
Scoop shots at the Beast.
Oh!
Big knee to Clean.
Going for the cover, but 17 able to break it up momentarily.
Look at Clean.
Oh.
Drowsy. Oh, no, what is this from 17?
Oh.
Jero's last gift. How is Shaggy getting up from that? 17 and Clean.
Beast was out on his double pin.
Forearms and a double pin. I'm not sure what happened.
17 throwing Beast to the ground there.
Looking
And
up.
now, Clean throwing a punch at 17. Beast throwing a punch at 17. Shaggy is out on his feet right now. Now he's out on his back.
Big
Beast going for the cover.
Big Death Valley
Mr.
driver.
Clean breaking it up with a fraction of a second left.
These four are hitting each other with everything they've got. Oh, shoulder breaker to Clean.
It's like they don't care they're in a tournament next week. They're just going to do everything in their power to win this match right now. You got to love that kind of drive.
Setting him up. Oh, it's 17 saving Shaggy from that power bomb, but gets caught with a short arm clothesline from Beast. No good deed going unpunished there. Beast, I gotta say, is looking fantastic for having the rough start to the year that he had. He's in there with 3 of the best, and he is killing it. And maybe killing them.
This is Shaggy's chance to get a win here if he can get something done. But Beast powering out, throwing Shaggy across the mat. But now Shaggy doing a little shoulder block action to Beast there. Mr. Clean dazed.
I love watching him hit Clean's head off the turnbuckle, which, you know, just got to make Mr. Clean sick because it's probably sweat and all kinds of other debris and residue on that turnbuckle. Although
This is still anyone's match right now.
absolutely, but I do think that of all people, Clean is doing the best job of being aware of where the other 3 are at all
Shaggy
times.
on the outside, 17 up. Beast punching 17 on the top rope.
Wow.
17 falls. This is Beast's chance to get the W here.
Big clothesline, big lariat from the Beast, pulling 17 up. And is he gonna make him? Nope. Got something else in mind here.
Oh, 17 responding. Knee to the face of Beast. Beast to the outside. 17 and Mr. Clean alone in the ring. 17 throwing Clean into the corner. A punch to the back there. And now throwing Mr. Clean into the corner. Mr. Clean is down, sitting there against the turnbuckle.
Pushing 17 into Shaggy. Northern Light suplex from the Android. Shaggy right there. Ooh. Beast just like... Oh no, dupes up at 17.
Oh.
Yikes. Dangerous.
17 going for the cover. Beast doesn't realize it, I don't think. Oh, just barely over.
Yeah, Clean was going to need Beast to break up the cover because 17... Yo! Reverse Hurricane Run into Beast. 17 pulling it all out, leaving it all in the ring. He for sure had Clean with the move bequeathed to him by The Undertaker, that sit-out tombstone pile driver, but that's the thing with the Fatal 4-Way match is what normally would win you the match, other people can interfere with. But this big powerbomb from Shaggy, oh my god! Shaggy is dead. He is dead. Look at him just laying spread eagle, absolutely laid out in a pay dirt to Beast. I think Mr. Clean has got this in the bag. Attacking the knee of Beast. I think he should have gone for the cover there, but instead taking a time to breathe. I think, Ben, there's no bigger mistake than after Beast. Oh, the Clean clock from Clean to Shaggy. No, not like this. Not like this.
17 barely breaking it up. Wow.
Michinoku driver.
17 now going on Clean. 1, 2. Oh, Clean just barely able to kick out.
How much can these four take?
And Beast sneaking up behind him, picking up 17 and dropping him.
Electric
Mr.
chair.
Clean on the outside. Beast pulling over 17. Going for the sharpshooter.
Not often we see him pull that off, but he did have a submission feud with the Crash Bandicoot, so he still does have a few tricks up his sleeve.
17 able to get out of the sharpshooter, and Shaggy going after Beast now. 17 and Shaggy working together against Beast.
Oh my god!
They dropped him on his head.
And a Raggy plexus 17 onto Beast's head. Someone get the EMTs out here for Beast. I am concerned. Shaggy's out with the scoop shots up and eats the pay dirt from Mr. Clean.
This match, Chris.
Beast
this
ready.
match.
Oh, a scoop. Oh, a punt to the skull of 17 and a scoop shots to Clean. What is it going to take? Shaggy trying to will
Shaggy
the fans behind
is screaming. What's it going to take right there?
Oh, no, another power bomb. Shaggy can't survive this.
Oh!
Holy fuck!
Oh!
I have never seen people absorb punishment like I'm seeing in this match tonight. Holy!
Oh!
Big curb stop on the martini glass. Oh my god. Our health insurance providers are going to be so busy. I've never... Hold on.
Oh my
so close.
God.
I've never seen a wrestler take a powerbomb on the ropes like that. Oh, Shaggy! Missing the scoop shots, but landing a low blow to 17. Not something we see out of Shaggy often, but it is what helped him against Warrior earlier this year. The only time he beat him was after that low blow. Beast picking the leg to 17.
17 now rolling to the outside. Mr. Clean on the outside.
Shaggy
has the current advantage on Beast, setting up. Could it be?
It's gonna take
Is it
too
gonna
long.
be
It's gonna take too long.
a scoop shasa?
But
Mr.
Clean's
Clean
right there.
back
Take
in there,
advantage.
trying to go for the pin, but Shaggy ready to break it up. And now it seems like it's going to be Shaggy and Mr. Clean going back and forth here, while Beast is momentarily out for the count.
Gigantic Saito suplex to Clean. Shaggy holding his head. It's a miracle he's walking. It's a miracle any of them are walking. Oh, body blow. Sinking Shaggy to the ground. Mr. Clean has the deadliest right hand in the game, and Shaggy just took it in his breadbasket. 17 trying to send Beast out of the ring, but Beast countering. He knows he needs to stay in there if he has any chance of surviving and winning this match. Pay dirt to Shaggy again. This could be a main event, and it isn't even
17
one.
is taking chase after Beast.
Oh, no,
Mr.
bad
Clean
idea.
is alone with Shaggy in the ring. Oh, but Beast now back in. 17 throwing Beast between Mr. Clean and Shaggy.
Smart move, Skywalker.
Oh my god, this is it. 17 has the cover on Clean.
I thought he had him.
None of these men want to give up right now.
Would you? Big knee.
I mean, at this point in the match,
See?
you don't want to be the one that loses this, right?
After you've worked this hard and taken this much damage to your body, absolutely not. DDT, flying accidental miss. German suplex from Shaggy to the Beast, the strength to throw someone
And Shaggy
of that size
going
over
up
your
to the middle
shoulders.
rope there, calling on the AHHWF universe.
Rallying hard.
Flying knee
Flying
to
scoop
Beast.
shasa!
Oh, but Shaggy Days rolling to the outside.
The energy it
Mr.
took,
Clean
man.
is alone.
Oh
Shaggy
no,
just
and missing the clean clock.
Shaggy just did all the heavy lifting, and
But
Mr.
he
Clean
hits
is
it there.
alone.
Oh
with Beast.
no. Oh no.
Can he? No, we're gonna get to their feet in time.
There's no way Beast is kicking out either. And Clean scores the win.
Mr. Clean steals the win there. Shaggy got the final blow on there, but the force of the landing caused him to roll the outside. Mr. Clean ended up stealing the victory there, just getting a couple punches in on Beast to, for good measure and getting the pin. I mean, what an incredible match that we just saw there.
You see it in these highlights, even while our camera team is trying to showcase one incredible move, in the background you see another. These four just put on a show for a lifetime tonight, just to show you how ready they are for the King of Summer tournament next week.
And Mr. Clean showing that he is ready to get that title back.
If these four are even in any shape to compete in that tournament next week, it'll be a miracle. But Ben, something I noticed that we'll see if this ends up affecting anything, but the two people that won their Fatal 4 matches are both facing off against each other in the first match of that tournament.
Ooh.
John Wick and Mr. Clean is the very first bracket in the King of Summer tournament next week.
Wow.
On pay-per-view. We're gonna kick off next week's show with John Wick versus Mr. Clean, and they both are the ones that were victorious here tonight. So that match is anyone's guess.
Yeah, I mean, after... All right, so John Wick, I mean, took a lot of hits in that match. But those four just went to the limit. And they have to turn right around. And to get that number one contender spot, you have to win 3 matches in a row next week.
In one night.
In one night. 3 matches in one night. After doing that tonight, it seems like the odds would favor someone in the early Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, absolutely. It was never Frazier's intention when he booked that matchup. It was supposed to be 2 evenly placed Fatal 4-Way matches. But yeah, I think absolutely you are in better standing if you were in the first of those 2 matches than if you're in the second one. We're definitely going to see how all that plays out of that tournament next week. I'm super excited for our first tournament show, and especially with 8 wrestlers of that caliber in it. And here we go. I am not getting audio in my headset, but what you should be hearing is our ring announcer Carol announcing the arrival. Oh, there we go. It's back. The arrival of the number 1 contender to the men's championship. Glowering as always, the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta.
Well, I mean, you always gotta feel a little bad for wrestlers in a main event that come after a match like that. I mean, someone goes out there and they do. I mean, that's an exhausting match to call. That's an exhausting match to watch. And now it's like Vegeta and Trunks are going to come out here. And like, I mean, it's sure to be. I mean, it's father and son. It's a title match. I mean, this is sure to be a great one. But I mean, how do you live up to that first one? That Fatal 4-Way.
I think if anyone can do it, it's 2 Saiyans at the top of their fighting game.
That's a pretty good call.
For the highest prize in their profession. But the thing is, they may not need to have a barn burner skill to show performance here tonight, because if we've seen anything out of Trunks in the last few weeks, it's that he wins matches in like half a minute. And I know for a fact he's wanting to do that again tonight. But the question is, with all Vegeta's training in the past few weeks, ever since he goaded Trunks into giving him another shot, has he figured that out? Has he figured out Trunks' game plan? Has he figured out Trunks' new form? And will he be able to go the distance this time for the HHWF Men's Championship? And there, holding the belt around his waist, is our proud men's champion, Trunks. And this has got to be hard for him, Ben. Not only is it hard to be a champion and defend your title against top challengers, but when one of the challenges is your dad, and he's not giving you the respect you've earned, and also around this time of year, Ben, Father's Day just passed us, and from what I understand, Trunks and Vegeta didn't even speak to one another. Trunks sent a text and Vegeta didn't reply.
That's a little rude.
Things get real personal.
I mean, it's I get it. It's championships on the line or whatever, but still, you can't take those things outside of the ring.
Yeah, well, Vegeta's never been the warmest father, but he'd like to keep that belt warm after tonight. Vegeta, the first ever men's champion, taking his second and probably last chance to pry it away from his son. This means everything to Vegeta. His pride is the most important thing to him, and so much of that is wrapped up in this. It's his title with his offspring, and it's gonna make him sick if he can't win this match tonight.
The prestigious, non-stop, super heavyweight, worldwide, junior, rated R champion, the Hero.
And the match underway. Trunks after a quick start. This is not where you're going to be if you're Vegeta. It's the last place you want to be. Against a champion who has made a habit of not getting paid by the hour.
Where's the first place you want to be?
I think if you're Vegeta... Oh, no. Going for a dropkick, but Trunks caught the legs and stomped on the midsection. That's the closest Vegeta's yet come. There we go. Jawbreaker to Trunks. This is the most offense anyone has landed on Trunks since his title match at the Big Show. Vegeta fighting back. It does look indeed like Trunks' father has figured out a way to stay in the game against whatever this new form is. Oh my god, the boot scrapes to his son's face. Vegeta is saying, yeah, I'm ready for you this time. I'm coming for your title.
Ooh. Oh, Vegeta able to get the ropes there.
And Zaguri from Vegeta to Trunks. Trunks, honestly, this might be... Oh, his recent success might actually be a downside for him, because if you're that good, you kind of, like, get used to not getting hit for a while. It's been a long time since Trunks has been kicked in the head.
So, who you got?
I'm gonna have to say I have... I don't know, Ben. I don't want to root for the bad dad, but it's Vegeta. It's the Prince of all Saiyans. And he's setting up right now for the go to HFIL. Big knee. Hits the ropes. Runs into Brian, doesn't even care, and kicks his son right in the face.
And Vegeta has the cover. Brian to the mat. 1, a 2, and a Trunks able
survives.
to kick out.
Yeah, I hate to do it. I think the bad dad's got this one. Look at it. He's totally dominating the champion so far. And Vegeta taunting over his son's body. Trunks getting to his feet, but just meets a fist from Vegeta. Battling back though.
Oh, God, that chop to Vegeta's face there.
And Masenko setting him up. Here it goes. Pele kick. Right to his dad's dome.
The ropes. Trunks pulling over. Not going to let that rope break happen again this time.
Could this be it?
And
oh no.
Trunks almost retaining the title, but Vegeta barely kicking out.
That is one of Trunks' go-to maneuvers, Ben, that Vegeta just survived. Vegeta may have... I don't know what to make of this yet, but Vegeta may have reached Trunks' level. Now they're equals.
Yeah, Vegeta's obviously done some training to get ready for this rematch here. Not looking to leave a loser again.
Splayed out though, taking some time to get back up. The Saiyan Prince not in good shape. Ben, you ever fought with your dad?
Not like this.
No, most of us are lucky enough to be confined to verbal conversations over Thanksgiving dinner, not have to physically fight in the middle of a wrestling ring with a championship on the line in front of tons of people.
And Vegeta has been, a half a second away from finally getting the men's championship back here multiple times. A giant punt to Trunks. And now this could be it right here.
I don't care what's on the line. How do you punt your own son in the head like that? And damn it!
And Vegeta finally, after a year, finally gets the men's championship back. That he's been just on this journey to regain this title for so long, but it came he punt kicked his own son.
Listen, I love Vegeta. I am Vegeta's biggest fan in the entire world. But you you can't do this. You hate to see this. He berates his son, who loves him enough to give him a title shot after beating him fair and square, and then he goes to such depths, sending his son face first into the buckles like that, which isn't even a fully legal maneuver, and then, like you said, punting his own son in the skull, risking concussion or worse, just to win a championship. Some things aren't worth it. It's wrestling is our passion, our lifeblood here in HHWF, but at the end of the day, it's just wrestling, and you can't treat your child that way. And if this is what it took for Vegeta to get his title back, I hope he's happy to be the second two-time HHWF Men's Champion, doing it like this, ending his son's what was a legendary title run with that kind of behavior in the ring.
And you can kind of look at that stare on Vegeta's face right there, holding the title. And you can see there's not really any regrets.
No, he
in
knows.
That stare.
He knows he's gonna have critics, and he's probably happy about it. Vegeta thrives off doing his own thing and only caring about himself. And if there's anything he proved tonight, it's not necessarily that he's a worthy champion. It's that he only cares about himself. This radically changes everything, Ben. I did not expect it to go this way. We have a new men's champion yet again, and we now have a new person that the King of Summer tournament is going to be lining someone up to face. I thought it would be the winner of that tournament versus Trunks in July, and it's looking now like they're going to be taking on his father, the Prince of All Saiyans, and the men's champion, Vegeta.
Quite a interesting group of results we had here tonight.
Yeah, two new champions.
Yeah, two new champions. It's been a while since we've seen a title change.
Yeah.
In HHWF. And,
especially not on a pay-per-view like this.
Yeah, and so it's definitely an interesting show, and we appreciate all of you who are watching live, all of you who have been watching later after the fact on youtube.com/alienhappyhour. And we especially appreciate anybody who supports at patreon.com/alienhappyhour. And we will see you next week when we do same time, 8:30 Central Standard Time here on youtube.com/alienhappyhour. We will be doing the King of Summer tournament, where the winner now faces Vegeta. And they will have to win 3 matches in one night to get that opportunity. And you got to think that Vegeta loves it that way.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see how next week goes. I hope to see each and every one of you back here in the gymatorium for the tournament. We will see you for King of Summer. Have a good week.